Hello, Year 6, it's Miss Jobbins here with your next lesson of We're the Illustrators. As you know that this is our theme this term, where we're looking at famous author illustrators who have created some of the best known books and some maybe unknown books that you might not have known that they were also illustrated them. So today is Friday the 29th of January, and today we're learning and exploring the different illustrations of Vashti Harrison. The success criteria again is I can explore the different techniques this illustrator uses in their work, and I can create my own illustrations based on this illustrator's style of work. Now, as you know, we always attach to your art page some useful videos. We've also attached some readings of some of her books as well. So if you get the chance, please make sure you have a good look at those. They're really, really interesting. It's really, really wonderful to see not only and read some of her fabulous books, but also to see how she creates the illustrations for these wonderful books, because her illustrations, I think, out of all the authors we've had so far, I think hers are probably one of my favorites, and that's why I think I chose to do her as one of our favorite illustrators. She is, I think, one of mine. As a lot of you know, you'll recognize the books in a moment. I have a lot of her books in my classroom in particular, and I really enjoy reading them because they're the writing itself is absolutely beautiful, but the illustrations are also really, really wonderful, and they really they made me really fall in love with drawing. So I really hope that you can take away that sort of feeling by the end of this lesson today. As you know, if you do ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact with us. We're all here via Class Dojo and also info app. So if you do have any questions, please do not worry or hesitate to ask. As well as that, if you don't always finish your artwork by 3 o'clock, please just ping your class teacher a little message and just say, I'm still doing it, I'm still going to continue it on Wednesday, when you have your half day. So then just so we know and we're not worried about why haven't we seen any work from you. Okay, so as you can see here, we're going to be talking about who is Vashti Harrison. You might have heard of the name Vashti Harrison somewhere before. Take a look at the illustrations below and spend a couple of minutes thinking about where you might have seen them. Does this type of illustration look familiar to you? Where from? Write your ideas on a piece of paper. And then take a look, then after you've done that, we'd like you to take a look at her illustrations on the next slide and be ready to answer some questions. So, do these look familiar to you? Where might have you seen them? Where from? Write some ideas down and pause this video, and then please come back to me. Hello and welcome back. We hope you've answered all these questions here and you've added them onto your piece of paper. We're now going to take a look at some of her illustrations on the next slide, and you've got to be ready to answer some questions. So please pause this video or look at the slide and really take a good look. You can also click on the link here to see more of the illustrations by Vashti Harrison, but as you can see, they're absolutely beautiful. Do you notice any common themes? Do you notice anything in particular that may have caught your eye? Do you notice a particular style that perhaps she's looking at? Take a good look, and can you please answer the following questions? So looking at the images on the previous slides, answer the following questions. What differences and similarities do you notice between the illustrations? What do you think these illustrations are trying to represent, so show? What are the illustrations of? Are they all the same? Is there a pattern? What sort of materials do you think Vashti uses? Like, is it collage? Is it crayons? Is it paints? Is it electronic? Is it pencil? What do you think she uses? What words come to mind when you look at the illustrations? Can you upscale these using words from a thesaurus and also your English writing knowledge? What sort of colours does this author use? So does Vashti use in her work? Why do you think she uses those colours? Do the illustrations look real to you? If so, why and how? Or if not, why and how? Tell us why you think that. What do you think of the style of these illustrations? This is your personal view on these. And why do you think the illustrator draws in this particular style? So really, please remember that we'd like you to answer these in your Year 6 sentences. So that means in full sentences, making sure you get across the answer, but also your own reflective thoughts, as well as what you believe. So pause this video and come back to me once you've done that. Please don't forget to upload your answers with the rest of your work to Class Dojo. Hello and welcome back. So we're looking at now is who is Vashti Harrison? Part author, illustrator and filmmaker, Vashti Harrison is an artist originally from Olney, Virginia, so that's America. She has a background in cinematography and screenwriting and a love for storytelling. She earned a BA, so that's a Bachelor of Arts, which is a kind of degree from a university, from the University of Virginia, with a double major in media studies and studio art with concentrations in film and cinematography. For those of you who are not sure what cinematography is, please can you challenge yourself and have a research. Use that dictionary and look it up. First person to tell me, I'll be mightily impressed. So please, 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 along with your work uploaded to Dojo, tell me, what is cinematography? She also received her MFA in film and video from Cal Arts, where she snuck into the animation department to learn from Disney and DreamWorks legends. So she worked alongside some of the people that create some of the Disney and DreamWorks, the likes of Shrek and things like that, creators and drawers. There she rekindled a love for drawing and painting. Now, bringing both skills together, she is passionate about crafting beautiful stories in both the film and kid-lit world, so children's literature worlds. Look at the following videos to learn more about her. So you can click on these two here where you can learn more about herself and also the videos on the website and how she creates these fabulous pieces of artwork. Some of her famous illustrated and written books include all of these. Now, some of you might have seen some of these books in my classroom. She mainly focuses on women and men throughout the world who've made a really big difference. So as you can see, a lot of her characters here are based on people throughout Black history, but as well as that, it's also people who made an impact throughout the world. She started with one of her first books, which was Visionary Women Around the World and also Black Women in Black History. She then went on to create Exceptional Men in Black History and also the Little One books, full of information all about different people throughout history. So today's task is split up into, I think, it's split up into 3 or 4 tasks. The first one is we'd like you to think about who inspired you. Answering the following questions on your paper, thinking of one famous person. This could include a chef, an author, an illustrator, a sports, music, dance, actor, whoever, who has inspired you and made a difference to your life. Can you answer these following questions? What does inspiring mean to you? Can you think of any historical figures that have inspired you? Are there any people in your life who inspire you? What makes someone inspiring? What is it that you admire about them? Why do you think they are so inspirational? What makes them an inspiration? What is the one main thing you can learn from them? As you go through life, is it likely people will think you as inspirational as well? And what do you think people think about this person? Now, if you'd like, you can culminate. That means bring all of these questions together to write maybe one giant paragraph on why you've chosen that person and why they're an inspiration to you and others. You can answer these throughout that. If not, you can bullet point these and answer these in your Year 6 sentences, please. Once you've done that, you now need to go on to research. So using all the information you've written about your chosen celebrity who inspires you, you are now going to research all about them, researching these following areas. So early life and leading up to fame, adulthood, career, and the effects on others. Here you can see these italics in different colours. These are to help you if you're not sure what you need to be researching. These areas here you can use to support your research. Finally, your task 3 is to create. So using all this information and research you've gathered and your own personal views, your task today is to create your own Vashti Harrison inspired fact page on your inspirational person in the style of her work. So use the images throughout this lesson, the next slide, and your own research on her to support your learning. You need to remember to refer back to your previous answers to the first set of questions and the last set of questions, thinking about the style of the illustrations, the colours used, the materials, and the way she uses realistic yet cartoonish style to draw her characters. Make sure you have a minimum of 10 facts or pieces of information on your person. You can use these 2 videos here, Drawing with Vashti 1 and 2, to help you with your illustrations. Here is what we'd like it to look like, making sure that one side you have a giant picture of your person and the other side you have your facts. We don't really mind how you lay out your facts as long as you lay them out correctly. So make sure that you use this as a relative piece of information. You've got people here such as Bass Reeves, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Ruby Bridges, Shirley Bassey, who's a singer, and Prince, who's a musician. We would like you to lay yours out exactly like this. And if you get through all of that, ladies and gentlemen, you've uploaded that to Class Dojo, we'd like you to have a go at this extension activity. We'd like you to create yourself in the style of Vashti Harrison. So, in the style of Vashti Harrison, can you illustrate yourself using her style of drawing? Use the images here in your own research to support your learning, and remembering to refer back to your previous work. Look into the mirror, really study your face and your features. Think about your hair, your eye colour, what you look like, what clothes you wear, what background will you have in the back. So, for example, this one here shows an astronaut. Maybe you're going to have, like she's done here, she's having a sky. This young boy, he obviously loves to read, so that's why he's sat on a pile of books. Those sorts of examples. What could you have around you that will show a bit of yourself through it? Will it be you now or in the future? Will it be you holding something or standing somewhere? Make sure you draw an accurate representation of yourself in the style of Vashti Harrison. We also look forward to seeing those. Please don't forget your LO and your long date when you upload to Class Dojo. At the end, as you know, before you upload, you always need to make sure that you review and reflect on your pieces of work. So please make sure that you have a go at these questions. We wish you the best of luck, and please remember that you've got all of the resources here as well as those on the side of the website. Have loads of fun, and we really look forward to seeing your Vashti creations. Speak to you soon. Bye.